Classmates. In my PHW6, the topics I picked are religious, personality, morals, and physical. It states here, identity is an important component in adolescence. Several aspects of identity exist and further form, including career, religious, political, relationship, intelligence, achievement, sexual, cultural, interest, physical, personality, morals. Describe your own path to your identity. And at least 4 of these aspects. When do you think each aspect of identity was solidified? And were they solidified? Which are still developing? And how was your identity development similar or different than your friends or family? Okay, I had chose, I believe we grow up from childhood, making decisions about ourselves and who we want to be are molded through the early years. This includes aspects of our personality, life, like such as career, religion, politics, relationships, achievements, sexual culture, physical aspects, intelligence, ability, personal morals, and interest. For some of these aspects are solidified in their adolescence or later years. However, I believe the important aspects of who we are start in childhood. It was personality, morals, religion, and physical aspects for that I became aware of on early. My personality, I guess, came from my mother. I was very caring and compassionate towards people and animals. I always tried to see the good in people, and I always felt sorry for the underdog because I felt I was the underdog and I was picked on at school. And I felt firsthand how detrimental it could be. I was small for my age and stopped growing around 6th grade. I continued to help the smaller kids out in school and had no one to defend them, or the ones that had no one to defend them. Later in life, I found myself being an advocate for teenagers that had no home. I gave them a place to stay and tried to help them with jobs. This solidified my compassion for the underdog, and I still practice this today. As for physical appearance, I was small and mousy growing up. I also wore glasses, which did not help in sports in school. At a young age, I loved to run and found I was good at short distances, sprints, but I wasn't good at the 500. I wasn't picked for sports in high school, but I found volleyball. I love volleyball, even though I was short, because I wasn't afraid to go dive for the ball like a lot of other girls were. When I got good at it, that's when that solidified that for me. I even got a trophy for 3rd place in school. Now, religion is a different story. I was raised going to Catholic church, and I didn't quite fit in Sunday school. But I loved going to the church and listening to the choir. To me, the choir sounded so angelic. I felt God's presence in the church. As I grew up, I pulled away from the church and started on my own way. I still prayed and believed in God, but I didn't go to the church. As I got married and started having my own children, I wanted them to experience going to church while they're young. And that solidified my church and religion for me. Ever since then, I have not left the church, and it's like coming home to me. Regarding morals, I believe that starts when you are young, but continues to grow and change as you get older. We don't always start off doing the right things when we are young, but as we grow, we learn to understand the consequences of the decisions that we make. I believe it's like listening to your own conscience, though it can be influenced by your peers. I believe it is when you stand up for your morals, when you're right, and you're going to be punished for it, that it solidifies that. Now, my identity development is very similar to my mother's. Loyal, honest, kind are among the many traits that she had. My friends may have had similar traits, but they also had some that accented our relationship. Most of my friends had a stronger personality and therefore stood up for me. Yet I did have some friends that had a meeker personality and I stood up for them. So it kind of balanced itself out. And it's good because you learn different things from different people. When it comes to achievement, intellect, and career, these are the things I believe, I feel I still work on. It has taken me this long to follow through with college. Even though I did have some college earlier, I didn't get a chance to follow through. I believe I will continue to achieve these goals until I take my last breath. And that's about me. Thank you.